Alright, so here's my fifth and hopefully final for quite a while tour of my drum set. Basically what I did was I rotated my entire drum set 90 degrees to the left, or counterclockwise if you want to talk that way. So whereas previously my bass drum was facing that wall, I moved those two bookshelves that were in that space where the light is right now over to the left into the corner so I can fit all my stands and stuff where those bookshelves were. And I basically just rotated the whole kit to the left. Now when I say this is going to be the final, the reason is that I finally got this tom, which is a 13-inch tom, and this really gives an indication of why this kit is called a reference set. So your reference drum is your 12-inch tom, and you can see by the color of it, it's in between this and this one color wise if you look at the shell color. So this is 100% maple. This one has 1 ply of birch inside and the rest is maple. This one has 2 plies of birch and the rest is maple, I think. And then this one has 1 ply of mahogany on the inside. That gives it the brown color, and the rest is maple. And then I think 2 plies, and this 16 might all be all mahogany. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell. It might have some maple on the outside, but I'm pretty sure the kick drum is pure mahogany. So basically, the higher you go, the more birch. The lower you go, the more mahogany. And the reference drum is the 12. And as I already showed in a previous video, the snare drum is 20 plies. Very thick drum, got a nice crack on it. So I've kind of gone away from the old style Neil Peart Give 'em Hell percussion set. I got rid of, well, I didn't get rid of it, I just took it down. I took down my chimes, my cowbells, my wood blocks, my glockenspiel, things like that. And I can still play Rush tunes, obviously, it's a big kit. But there are obviously those ones that I can't play, like the Trees and Xanadu and things like that. But I've already played them a million times, and I don't have any real reason to do that right now. So I'm going to go with this setup for a little while. And so let's just run down what I did. Basically I raised my piccolo snare. It's a Pearl 3x13-inch solid maple wooden piccolo snare. I raised it up about probably a good foot, so it's very close to my 8-inch tom right there. And so now I can get around the kit a lot quicker, and it's just a lot more accessible even to do like rolls and things like that if I turn the snares on. I usually have the snares off so I can use it as a timbali like drum. So I've got my that, then I've got a 8-inch tom, 10-inch tom, 12, 13, 14, 16, 22 by 18 kick. Okay, so those are the drums. Oh, and my 6.5-inch deep 14-inch reference snare, which is just the cat's meow. That's basically that's the drum that made me buy this whole kit. I was in a store once and they had one of these drums and I couldn't believe how much it weighed. It must weigh 20 pounds. And so I looked inside and I saw this huge thick shell and I just went, yeah, I want that. And then I took it in the practice room and played it for a couple minutes and I said, I definitely want that. But I didn't buy it because it was a sickly purple color and didn't feel like having a purple set, so I ordered my own and waited 11 months for it to be complete. So, let's go through the cymbals. I changed up a few things with the cymbals. Right here I've got my 12-inch Splash XS. This is a 14-inch AA, medium thin. Then I got the Big Daddy 20 Paragon, 18 Paragon, 10-inch AAX Splash, 16-inch Paragon, 22 Ride, 14 Rock Hats, all Sabian, B8 cheapy Splash that I picked up for 30 bucks or something. Another 18-inch Paragon, that's brand new. I got my Rock China 12-inch right there. That's been sitting on my floor for 12 years or something like that. A buddy of mine just was joking about, hey, why don't you should get a Rock China, and I said, hey, you know what, I think I have one of those, and so I put that in there. Over here I've got another 16-inch, that's also new. That's a replacement cymbal for the one I broke a few weeks ago. And again, the 19, the 20, and my new Diamondback, which sounds really cool. And I mounted it upside down because if you mount it with the flange flat the other way, it doesn't shimmy like it's supposed to. And I'm pretty sure that Neil has it mounted that way too. I looked at his kit on the Snakes and Arrows tour. I'm pretty sure that he has it upside down like that too. It's actually right side up if you go by the bell, but in terms of China, it's pretty much upside down. And then I have over here, I have a little 14-inch effects China that I made myself by putting rivets in, trimmed down. It used to be like about 3 or 4 inches longer. It was an 18-inch. It's an old Wuhan that was trashed. So I experimented, and it's just got a little effects sound to it. And of course my 13-inch Paragons, and I bought this little 7-inch what's called a stage ice bell, which sounds a little bit like a Crotale, but it also has a really nice bell sound to it. So stuck that in there for good riddance. And I still have my tambourine on my foot because I'm experimenting with some multiple pedal orchestrations, and as you can see I have a sort of the same on the right as I do on the left, so it's symmetrical. So the inside two are my bass drum pedals and the outside two are hi-hats. This one operates my regular hats, and this one operates, it's a remote hat for the 14s up here. As you can see, it's got a drop clip on it, so I can play those open or close. So I've been practicing playing left-handed a little bit, which is why I had my Leopard ride over here for a little while, but now I just don't have room for it because I wanted to move my set closer, and the primary reason for that is so I can put my mixer right beside where I sit so I can do sound while I play, which is the reason my sound has suddenly improved so much. So that's the tour of the new setup, and as I get more and more used to it, I've only been playing on it like this for a week, I'll be dropping a lot less sticks because I'm still getting used to the position of everything and the height of the drums and things like that. So, but I'm collecting all those blooper reels for you so I can make a part 4 of the trilogy. Okay, so that's it. That is the new setup, as it shall be for quite a while, I believe. So there you have it.